This is One-on-One. Christy Tighe is Education and Training Specialist at Junior Achievement of New Jersey. Good to see you, Christy.
Nice to be here.
If folks who do not know what Junior Achievement is, tell them.
Well, we are an organization. We're actually a global organization. We've been around 100 years. And our mission is to inspire and prepare young people to succeed in a global economy. But what we really do is we change lives. We have fantastic programs, and we build business education partnerships, and we help young people to succeed in the future.
Let's talk about how that happens, because you have some terrific corporate sponsors who also are very supportive of the public broadcasting world, and that's how we got to know your organization. Actually started in 1919. Check this out.
Yep.
Been around a long time, doing great stuff. But and by the way, 62,000 students across the state participating. In what kinds of programs?
We have programs for kindergarten through 12th grade. And our programs vary. We focus on financial literacy, work readiness, and entrepreneurship. So the majority of our programs really focus on those 21st century skills, things that students and young people need to be successful in life but aren't always taught in schools. And we do this through those business education partnerships that you mentioned by exposing students to real-world scenarios, real-world situations.
Give us an example. Is the financial literacy, what happens?
Yes. Well, as you probably know, financial literacy is a graduation requirement here in the state of New Jersey. And we have a fantastic program called J Finance Park, which actually provides fantastic financial literacy curriculum taught by teachers in the classroom, which culminates to a visit to J Finance Park, located in Edison, where students get a real-world experience where they are given a life scenario. Maybe they are 32 years old, they are single, they have 2 kids, and they make $45,000 a year. So they have to figure out what their net monthly income is, and then figure out, okay, how much can I spend on clothing, how much can I spend on housing, how much can I spend on transportation? 18 different ways they have to figure out where they can spend their money. And the great thing about this is that when they come to J Finance Park, they are seated with a corporate or volunteer mentor. So that person can kind of coach them through the process and help them make wise financial choices.
Wow. That's important. Those are life skills.
It really is. And the kids come away with a whole new vision of what their future is going to look like.
And what are the other 2 areas?
Entrepreneurship and work readiness.
Let's go to entrepreneurship. How do you teach a young person to think and be prepared to be an entrepreneur?
You know, what we really teach is that entrepreneurs are not born, they're made. Anybody can be an entrepreneur if you have a certain skill set. And that really ties into a lot of the work readiness programs that we're focusing on now. What we've been seeing from our partners, especially from the New Jersey Business and Industry Association, the Chamber of Commerce, they're saying that young people really don't have those employability skills that they need to be successful at work. So what a lot of our programs do, especially at the high school level, explains to students why employability skills are important: critical thinking, collaboration, creativity. And our programs really focus on those. It gives students those real-world 21st century learning experiences to help them build those skills so they can be successful no matter what career they end up having.
What's the last one?
What's the last?
So it's financial literacy.
Work readiness and entrepreneurship.
Work readiness,
yes.
How is that different from entrepreneurship?
Well, they all kind of tie in together. They're all those 21st century skills. You know, it's really up to us to teach kids everything that they can't Google, right?
Yeah.
Kids today live in a completely different world than we did when we were kids. Exactly.
But the other thing that strikes me is we have the Caucus Educational Corporation, our not-for-profit production company, runs a stand and deliver leadership and communication program for young people. And we often focus on their presentation skills.
Yes.
Junior Achievement helps young people communicate as well.
Absolutely.
Talk about that.
Absolutely. We give young people experiences where they get to speak in public like that. We take students out of the classroom and into corporate facilities or college campuses, and we give them opportunities to present. And we connect them with people, you know, like you and some of the corporate mentors that we work with.
Isn't it scary for them?
You know, a lot of times it is. A lot of times when we take students, especially from urban areas, and bring them into a beautiful corporate facility like AT&T in Bedminster, right? They come off the bus and they're really nervous. But when they get there, they connect with employees who are really excited to meet with them and learn from them. And they come out of their shell pretty quickly. And a lot of the students that we work with come back and say, you know, no one's ever really asked me those type of questions before. No one's really shown that they believe in my future like that.
You have a young women's leadership initiative. What is
Yes, our Women's Future Leadership Forum is a really fantastic program that we've built here in the state of New Jersey that other JA areas across the country are actually emulating. And it's a similar format. We invite 50 young ladies, high school girls from some of the local areas that we work with, and we connect them with 50 female mentors from various organizations and companies. For a day of mentorship, there's a great panel discussion where where the girls get to learn from some of the New Jersey's greatest leaders, and then there's a one-on-one discussion where the young ladies get to build their elevator pitch, and then there's a breakout session.
How they present themselves?
Exactly, an elevator pitch, and that's a great thing. A lot of young people don't really know how to network. And so we're giving them the tools to network so that when they are in a situation like that, they can present themselves.
Last question.
Yes.
Our series Lessons in Leadership that people can find on our website causes us to ask leaders like yourself the most significant lesson that they learned about leadership. What's yours?
Wow, the most significant lesson I've learned about leadership?
Yeah.
That leadership is shared. Leadership is shared, and when you're a leader, it's all about seeing people around you and inspiring them. And that's really what Junior Achievement does. We inspire young people by bringing leaders to young people and teaching them the skills so that they can become leaders as well.
When did you know that you were going to be a leader?
When did I know that I was going to be a leader?
Or did someone else tell you were a leader?
Well, it's interesting. I completed the Leadership New Jersey program, and I learned a lot about leadership in that way. And that's kind of how I came to that feeling that leadership is shared, and it's all about the connections that you make. And I don't really think of myself as a leader. I think of myself as a connector. I bring students together, mentors together, and we change people's lives, and that's really the greatest thing I can do.
One of the keys to leadership is connecting people.
Yes.
And that's what Christy Tighe does, education and training specialist at a great organization called Junior Achievement of New Jersey. Thanks so much, Christy.
Thank you for having
me. Stay right
me.
there. We'll be right back right after this.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been provided by PSE&G, Wells Fargo, NJM, NJIT, Prudential Financial's Global Communications Department, Verizon, and by Summit Medical Group. Promotional support provided by Commerce Magazine, and by NJ Biz, all business, all New Jersey. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.